this is a retort of Cole Anthony to an aggregator, NBA Central, but it was also mentioned in a post on Bleacher Report by Eric Pincus, and it mentions that the Magic may choose to keep all their guards. This is from an agent, supposedly, but that seems unlikely, and Anthony may be the most expendable. I think they move Anthony even before the season, but I don't think they extend him. That was an agent, supposedly, a player agent. And Cole, in typical Cole fashion, retweets and quotes it and says that there's a few spots left open for his camp tomorrow. Sign up here. So he's, directing all the haters to just come support the cause. And I did look into it. Very good. The proceeds directly benefit UCF student athletes and the 50 Ways Foundation, which provides mentorship, experiential learning opportunities, and resources for youth in the Orlando area. So, Cole Anthony, you get a round of applause, sir. Hats off to you.
Yeah, I see he's been working with his mother on some projects like that, and it sounds like he's really. I mean, if there's a better guy off court, it's probably only Devin Kennedy at this point.
Right? Don't open up that wound again, okay? I'm still hurting.
This is what is like so poignant to me, and I think that the people running our team get this, but this is a glue guy, right? This is your dude. Mm-hmm. I know with like certain adhesives, you have to like add an agent and mix them together in order to get it to work. And that's kind of what Cole is for our squad. I feel like he's that glue that's in there. So if they decide they're going to part with him, it had better be for something that they really believe in. And we'll talk about one of those options later in the show. But like, I think it's too late in the game to be doing that at this point. I mean, I know it's still before training camp, but like, it just seems like if they were going to do this, they would have done it earlier. I think I feel like it's past that. They may not extend him. I don't know, but I think he gets a chance to play for his spot, or play for an extension later in the year. It just seems out of pocket for me. But I love that Cole took that, spun it, and was like, "Hey, if all our eyes are on me, I'm going to sell this camp," and I love that. That's amazing. But that's who he is. That's what he's about.
Yeah, that's cool. Spinning the negative, what could be construed as negative energy, into something positive. Yeah, I agree with you, Peach. If Cole is traded or allowed to walk or taken away, I think that's really what us Magic fans, that's what I'm afraid of him getting stolen right from out under our warm bosoms, which we just want to embrace Cole with, because he's that type of guy. He is an energy force on the team and a big part of the chemistry and why it's so good. I think these are obviously popping up, these reports, and it's a one-player agent, and I'm sure Eric Pincus, if he spoke to a player agent, but it could be there's thousands of player agents. You don't know who this guy is, and he certainly doesn't have any inside information from the Magic. We know that, okay? So this is just people in the business that are, theorizing about what might be going on this team. But I don't know, he's on a rookie scale deal, Peach, so it's also coming up because if we don't extend him by the day one of the season, then we can't talk to him again until the end of the season, at which point he's a restricted free agent. So I guess my fear is, and maybe some other Magic fans are feeling this out there, you don't get a deal done, an extension. He plays his butt off this season, which if you look at the last 30 games from last year, Peach, he averaged 14 points a game, 5 boards, 3.5 assists, 48% from the field, 42% from three on 3.5 attempts. So we need shooting. Cole looked like he was coming around with the efficiency. Do you let him do that? And that's then a pretty attractive player. And maybe you have to overpay then for a Cole Anthony as opposed to hopefully getting something done right now for your sixth man. I don't know, Peach. If it were me, this man would be signed already. But clearly, maybe I just overvalue him, and the big brain of Weltman is fine letting him get to restricted free agency, and he knows he can wrap it up. Sorry for the verbiage.
Yeah, I think from a business perspective, I totally get why they would not extend him and see how it goes this year, because you have two young guards coming in, and you don't know what they're about either. Cole could play his face off, but if the other two play better, maybe that's the way they go. But at this point, to to move him, I think, is a bad move for team wise. But I like the idea of him playing with that hunger to prove it during the season. I think it'd be good for the team, and I think it'd be good for him in the long run, because if the Magic don't re-sign him, he's going to get that bag somewhere else.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And again, that's what I'm worried about. But you bring up a great point about Jet Howard coming in. I think that's the guy. Anthony Black, the skill sets don't align. He's kind of pushing Markelle Fultz. Jet Howard is the guy for me who would be pushing for Cole Anthony's spot, a shooting 2-guard wing. And if he can bring high-level, efficient three-point shooting, then maybe he's the positionless player that Weltman sees as the future of that position. But I think that's a little ways off. Guys don't come into the league shooting really well from beyond the arc. Very rarely. And I would just love to have the security blanket of this contract extension already done, because it would be tradable too. Like, I don't want to see Cole Anthony go, but in 2 or 3 years, if Jet Howard has come up and you have more shooting on the team, and Cole Anthony's skill set, maybe he wants to go be the man somewhere else, he can't get the playing time, you could part mutually at that point. Hopefully send him somewhere where he likes, because people are going to want that contract. They're going to want a player like Cole Anthony who loves the game of basketball, who's a professional, and is only getting better, and will probably be on a reasonable deal. So, sign him, Jeff Weltman. I know you got that big brain, but listen to this dumb idiot right here with the microphone.